As a high school student, there's no parallel letdown than getting up the courage to ask someone to prom and having them reject your offer. For one young girl in Oklahoma's Stillwater High School, she wasn't at all surprised that her ideal prom date wasn't able to go with her. However, it was probably the best form of saying no to a prom date that anyone ever received. As a young lady, many girls dream of bringing their celebrity crush as their date to prom. Katie Kelzenberg was no different. She got up the courage to ask her favorite celebrity to be her prom date and received the coolest no in history. Katie is probably one of the biggest fans of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, at least his biggest fan at Stillwater High School. She was followed him closely throughout his days as a famous wrestler and through his incredible career in acting. She even went so far as to memorize his lines from some of his most popular movies. It was no surprise to any of Katie's friends that when prom time rolled around she decided to extend an invite to none other than The Rock. She knew in her heart that he wouldn't be able to make it, but that didn't keep her from trying. After she reached out to him to be her prom date, she felt disappointment when week after week went by with no reply from Dwayne. However, she knew he was a famous actor with a very busy schedule of filming and commitments that left him without time to be a high schooler's prom date. One Friday afternoon, Katie was in her classroom listening to the morning announcements when she heard a very familiar voice come over the classroom speaker system.
All right, let's start this Friday morning announcement off with a little bit of fun and a little bit of excitement. Good morning to the Stillwater Area High School students.
No.
This is, as you might have guessed by now, Dwayne Johnson, also known as The Rock, also known as the big brown bald tattoo guy who's running around movies such as Jumanji, Fast and Furious, and a new movie I have out called Rampage. And you're probably thinking, what is The Rock doing on our intercom system? Well, I'm sending a message to a very special young lady, and her name is Miss Katie Kelzenberg. Now, Katie, I'm sure that you are so embarrassed right now, but I just had to let you know that I appreciate how cool and awesome you are for inviting me to your prom. And I also wanted to tell you that, unfortunately, I can't make the prom because I will be shooting a movie in Hawaii called Jungle Cruise at that time. However, Katie, because we are now best friends and I have so much love for you because you're so awesome, as a very special gift, I have rented out a theater tomorrow. And the theater is Oakdale Cinemas, which I believe is very close to you. So the gift is this: I want you to grab all your favorite friends and your closest family members and whoever you want to bring, Katie, because tomorrow at 4:45, I'm showing you a screening of my new movie, Rampage, and all the popcorn and candy and soda you could drink, it's all on me. Everything is free, and I want you to go have the greatest time. I rented out 232 seats. So to all the students there at Stillwater High School area, if Katie's down with it, then you guys talk to your teachers and your school has all the details. So Katie, have the best time.
He passed along his regrets to Katie and instead reserved the Opal Cinema for her and 231 of her guests to watch him in his latest hit movie, Rampage, complete with all the popcorn and candy they wanted. Katie was astonished and, needless to say, she became an even bigger fan of Dwayne Johnson than she already was. What do you think about The Rock's surprise announcement? Is there a celebrity that you would have loved to invite to prom? Let us know in the comments and be sure to pass this video along to your friends and family.